Hey, this is Michael Lindsay from Vital MX, and we are doing another episode of Rumor Mill. So, of course, a rumor isn't always factual. What we're talking about has no real confirmation at this point. But as usual with most of these items, there is some level of truth to it, or at least discussion that has made us bring up the point that this could be a possibility. So this week's Rumor Mill is all around Max Anstie and what he will be doing for the 2022 AMA Pro Motocross Championship Series. Of course, he has been left out as Supercross Series is winding down with his prior team that was known as the Rocky Mountain KTM team, or the actual operation name being BBMX, Butler Brothers MXs. There's been this whole storyline following the team either shuttering or losing sponsorship or fighting between ownership and partners, however that wants to be labeled. That has left Max Anstie without a ride for the rest of Supercross, along with Shane McElrath and Joey Savacci. Now, all three of them are trying to find a home for the Outdoor National Series, and it seems like Max is the most likely to get one of the first spots up for grab, or at least probably the most sought after. Max does have the qualifications of being a front runner in the MXGP World Championship. He's won multiple races over there. Is one of the few guys that can probably say he has straight up beat Jeffrey Hurlings on his good day, and just even on his U.S. national results from last year. Out of the three of them, most people are going to lean towards Max as their first choice. So there are two rides that are primarily being talked about now. And from our understanding as of right now we're recording this, is there hasn't been a decision made, but he does have possibly the opportunity to ride for Monster Energy Kawasaki in the 450 class and possibly Red Bull KTM in the 250 class. Now, the reason for each of these rides is for Monster Energy Cowie, they're going into the Outdoor Championship with only Jason Anderson. Adam Cianciarulo is still healing up from his last batch of surgeries, and the latest we have heard is he would not be able to get back onto a motorcycle till it sounds like late July from the one or two sources we've heard from. That timeline could be off, but either way, it seems to be trending towards we either won't see Adam Cianciarulo or AC race outdoors at all this year, the AMA Pro Motocross Championship, or if he does, it may not be till the very end of the season. So again, Kawasaki is a factory team. We see them not always have to do fill-ins. They do have a title sponsorship with Monster Energy, and to sit a full season on one rider, it gets a little tricky. So they're probably getting a little bit of pressure of putting somebody on the bike. We understand that they have contacted Max. That option is on the table, or at least being discussed at the moment. But then the other one is Red Bull KTM 250, because the situation with Max Vohland is a bit of a mystery. He is sitting out the rest of Supercross with a thumb injury, either a fractured or broken thumb, which doesn't initially seem like, by motocross standards, too severe of an injury. You would think he'd be back for outdoors, but as of right now, it sounds like the team has no timeline for his return. Because outside of the injury, of course, Max had been really struggling the two races before, and there's been a lot of question marks pointing towards that. Max does have another year on his contract. When he initially turned pro and went to Red Bull KTM, he signed a 3-year deal, and he's in the second year of that 3-year contract. So Max still does have the 2023 season, and whether maybe there's something they're talking about beyond the thumb, whether it's the bike, we don't know. Either way, it seems like at the moment it is not guaranteed that Max Vohland will line up early in the season. So there's a strong possibility that Red Bull KTM would like him to ride that 250F. Now, we did see a couple of things come out today on which ride it might be, but the latest source we have says that there has been no decision made as of yet. But we wouldn't be surprised if you see a final answer on this literally within the next few days. We are getting close to outdoors. If either of these teams want a rider to be ready as a fill-in, they got to get on the bike. They got to start testing. We've got 2 Supercrosses left, 2 weekends off, so 3 weeks. So, 4 going on 5 weeks until that opening round. Even for a world-class talent like Anstie, that's still a little bit of a short window, needs to get on the bike and figure it out. So again, those are kind of the two main options. Now, what would be interesting is if he were to go one direction or the other, is does that ride then become available for one of the other two riders we've mentioned? We understand that Savacci reached out to Kawasaki, at least as, again, rumor mill, but has maybe not received the instant warm welcome, as you'd say, as Max has for that position. So maybe if Max were to take the Red Bull KTM 250 spot. Maybe that Kawi spot would be available for Joey Savacci. He has, of course, raced for them in the past, had a very good rookie 450 season aboard the Monster Energy Kawasaki KX 450 for that team. So maybe it would go towards him. But I don't know. If we're personally talking here, Max has been in the Premier class for quite a few years now. We think he would lean towards the 450 ride, but we'll wait and see.